Are they actually, though? I don't know what to believe anymore. What? Generic intro into That Goes Moo here, back with another kill count. Today we're doing a movie I have never heard of, which is called Trick or Treat from 2007. I was 10 years old when this movie came out. It has 17 million views, which is actually kind of crazy for a kill count video. I know the next ones are going to be Alien. I'm going to do Alien and Aliens, which I know basically nothing about the Aliens franchise. I know mostly from Alien vs. Predator, another movie I've never seen, but that's like, I guess, the most recent one that I've heard of, I guess. But today we're doing Trick or Treat, which I'm guessing is going to be a Halloween-themed horror genre scary movie. I'm not really sure. Your check my reaction to the missed kill count. I'll leave it right up there. Also link down below in the description and in a place on my channel with all my other kill count reactions going in chronological order. Thank you so much for being here. These videos have been doing so well, and I really do appreciate that. Hopefully I can make your day just a tiny little bit better. And also shout out to the patrons because they get the videos there early. A lot of time for Patreon channel. Could not do this if it was not for them. I really could not do this if it was not for them. And I'm completely against paywalls because I'm here to make you smile, not make you pay, and I still read every single one of your comments, whether you're a patron or not, whether you're subscribed or not. But I hope you're subscribed to some of these future videos. But let's go ahead and jump on into Trick or Treat. Alright, for a 2007 movie that I've never heard of.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking
next
at
is going to be
Treat,
Aliens, which I know nothing about.
2007 movie written and directed by Michael Dougherty. Trick or Treat consists of a series of intertwining vignettes that take place on Halloween night in the fictional town of Warren Valley, Ohio, a place that loves to get its trick or treat on. Loosely connecting the stories is the burlap-sacked, kid-sized entity Sam, who's happy to be an impassive observer until he sees the spirit of Halloween being rejected, at which point he'll step in to personally intervene. Although it doesn't have any
spirit of Halloween being rejected
story, Trick or Treat is a true treasure of a film, not taking itself too seriously, but also never trying to be too cool with detached
Did they make a sequel?
It's a sincere film that lovingly explores various Halloween traditions, and you know what? It's got a pretty high kill count to boot. So grab your favorite candy bar.
The Mist broke the record up until this point. I know I did Mrs. Blue, which holds the record.
The movie begins with a grumpy robot, this lady Emma, who's complaining to her partner that Halloween is lame. She blows out a jack-o'-lantern.
Who thinks Halloween is lame?
Ancient tradition to leave them lit, and takes off her robot costume right there on the sidewalk. All this bah humbuggery attracts the attention of someone with a glossy field of vision who runs across the street towards her house. After she finishes de-roboting on the porch, Emma tells her man she wants to take down the decorations right now. Lady, are you serious? Look at your house. That's literally going to take hours to put away.
It will.
I hate Halloween.
Why?
Yeah, well, you must hate getting a good night's sleep too, because this is about to take you all night. But she presses on in her anti-Halloween crusade, stopping only when she sees a Jabberwocky across the street that spooks her out. But
start dancing?
Alarm, he's just waiting to get picked up to go to dance practice so they can nail their performance at Horror Nights this year. No, Emma, the real threat for you is that Goshi. Nah, just playing.
Dude, they did so much for Halloween.
That starts tearing at her and knocks her out to the sidewalk. It takes a bitten off lollipop and slits her throat with it, which scares these trio of kids away. Get out of here, you bunch of clowns. Emma becomes the first kill of the movie just 4 minutes in. Shortly thereafter, her man finds her body beneath a sheet, hung up and dismembered, and with that yummy pumpkin lolly in her mouth. The opening credits are in the style of a comic book, so Wildstorm Comics had originally planned to release a related comic series alongside the film. Although the comics were delayed, the opening still gives us a nice little preview of the vignettes to come. Then we're taken earlier that evening to a news report talking about how fucking bonkers this town goes over Halloween.
For Halloween.
That place
I guess it's Ohio.
A little kid pervs on some girls in changing rooms, which is weird because he's like 6. But also this is the kid that plays Sam, so at least you get a little cameo there. The girls he's looking at are a trio of girls in sexed up Halloween costumes, also known as Halloween costumes, Danielle, Marie, and Janet. And then there's Lori, younger sister.
I'm guessing they're supposed to be Disney princesses?
There, who's much more sexed down in a demure Little Red Riding Hood costume. Danielle invites the elven cashier to a party that night after asking when he gets off.
In about 20 minutes, actually.
Yeah, right, dude. You're working a costume shop on Halloween, bro.
Yeah,
you ain't getting off till the vampires go to sleep. On their way to the party, after bumping into Grouchbot, Danielle tells Lori she needs to find a date because it's sad that she's a 22-year-old virgin. Wow, this really might be the town from Hocus Pocus. And Marie and Janet seem just as obsessed.
I don't know anything about Hocus Pocus.
They ask these random guys loading up a news van out on dates to the party. A couple of van beers later, this party's ready to roll. Danielle reluctantly agrees to leave Lori behind to go find her own date in the streets of this crazy Halloween party. Meanwhile, Charlie, played by that kid from Bad Santa, is walking down the street doing his best Billy Corgan impersonation.
Why?
When he goes to steal some candy from an unsupervised porch, he's caught red-handed by the owner of the house, Principal Stephen Wilkins.
The principal?
Don't waste a good lie on this.
Wilkins makes him sit down and eat his candy while he talks about carving jack-o'-lanterns and other Halloween traditions. He must be a bad storyteller because Charlie starts having a physical reaction, gagging and burping and making all sorts of disgusting sounds there. What's going on there, Chuckster? Something forgot to do?
Always check your candy.
How are you gonna check the candy?
Which is why he sits there.
Well, like, was it already open?
Blood and/or chocolate. I don't really see the joke there, but Wilkins sure is having a laugh. Probably because he's the one who poisoned all that chocolate. With that, Charlie
But he likes
into Wilkins' lap for the second kill of the movie. I guess that's one less kid to process paperwork for at school, right, Steven?
But
Wilkins' corpse removal is interrupted by a knock at the door. It's a trio of trick-or-treaters, and they ask him for his jack-o'-lantern as part of a scavenger hunt. He gives it to them along with some candy, and after they leave, there's a cute little bag-headed fella who Wilkins also gives candy to. You don't know how much of a right decision that was,
is it?
You don't want to get on that kid's bad side. Wilkins goes out back and uncovers a grave containing another body, but before he can heave Charlie down into it, he gets interrupted again, this time by his son Billy, who's just yelling his goddamn lungs out about how he's done trick-or-treating. Then, because this segment is a black comedy of errors, Wilkins gets interrupted yet again by his neighbor, Mr. Kreeg, who overhears when the other body in the grave starts screaming and moving around. Kreeg walks over to the fence and hidey-ho neighbors Mr. Wilkins.
Oh, that's not good.
What's going on? Wilkins is able to talk himself out of the situation.
But it's Halloween.
Tries to silence the body for good, but gets interrupted once more by Billy, screaming about carving jack-o'-lanterns and asking to go with his dad to the parade.
No, Daddy has a date.
Billy goes away, and Wilkins seems to be in the clear.
But don't forget to open with the eyes!
Jesus, Billy, you know what? Halloween is canceled. No more Halloween for you, on account of your screaming into the night sky like that. With the coast finally clear for really reals, Wilkins takes a shovel and delivers an overhead smack to the shovel bag, giving us a kill that cuts away immediately, but at least we get to see him watering the grave. That's nice. What's not nice is the way Wilkins is mocking his own son. He seems real friggin' annoyed with that kid, so it's troublesome.
What is his deal? Why is he doing this? Is it just, is something wrong?
We don't need 2 weeks in a row with the young dead Billy's kid, so get the hell out of there. Wilkins raises his knife up and brings it down in a powerful stab, but turns out Billy's not in danger after all, and that the jack-o'-lantern is actually Charlie's head. Sorry to scare all of you. There's no filicide going down here. It's just some father-son bonding.
Filicide?
But don't forget to help me with the eyes.
See, nothing to worry about here.
A murder of one's own child of children or something like that.
Who are trick-or-treating at another teacher's home and interrupting her swinger-looking party. Eye on the prize, kids. You're there for jack-o'-lanterns, not whatever's going on in that party. Yo, what is going on in that party?
Coach Taylor was in a hot dog costume, but fucking a pig.
Oh, they're joined by another kid, Schrader, who's real shitty at supermarket sweep and only got 3 more pumpkins for him. To get enough jack-o'-lanterns for their quest, they go to this house, home of Rhonda, who they call an idiot savant. But honestly, it looks to me like she's just dope as hell at carving pumpkins.
She is.
Schrader turns on his charm because they gonna be needing some of that squash. Over at the town's festival of costumed fools, a lady makes out with a masked stranger in an alleyway, the start of every good love story. Their tongue tangle stops when she lifts up her hand to find out she's bleeding. Like, kind of a lot there, and this dude's got fangs. Hot damn, do we got a vampire on our hands?
Do we?
Runs away from him and towards the parade in a very I know what you did last summer like shot, but unlike Sarah Michelle, this chick actually makes it to safety. But her victory is short-lived.
There's a robot.
Her pleading for help is rebuffed by the Grumpytron 9000, who mistakes her for just another drunk hoodlum with fake blood all over her body. Masked Man shows up behind her and whips his cape over her for another off-screen kill, resting her body against
are these just random people
just passed out? You know, like
that just go real
public streets at crazy Halloween parades. Masked Vampire Man walks off into the night, presumably to find another victim.
Is this
with a wagon full
a
of
yearly
pumpkins
occurrence?
The trick-or-treater kids are led by Macy to a cliff overlooking a rock quarry where she regales them all with a Halloween
cliffs
story.
in
It's
Ohio?
a sepia-tone tale of a bus full of 8 kids who are described as so troubled and disturbed that their embarrassed parents bust them to a school miles out of town to keep them hidden from sight. But once upon a Halloween, the driver takes a different route, one that passes the cemetery and Sam straight to the abandoned rock quarry that Macy and co are now standing in. Turns out the parents were sick of dealing with their dirty little secrets and paid the bus driver to kill them all. And it would have worked too if not for these meddling kids, especially this Dracula who realizes they aren't where they should be and tries to drive the bus home on his own. He only manages to get it moving in a straight line that goes straight off the cliff.
Didn't even try.
Falls and sinks into the water below. The 8 children are killed as their masks float away along the surface of the water. They all get added to our list, although I'm not sure of their genders, while the driver is spared. He makes it out, and according to Macy, was never heard from again. Macy's plan is to leave 8 jack-o'-lanterns by the side of the lake as an offering to the kids who died. She and the other 2 alpha most
What in the Five Nights at Freddy's?
First, and when Rhonda and Pirate Boy follow
you trust
a
in
little
the
later,
elevator?
they hear the first 3 kids screaming and watch as their jack-o'-lanterns go out. That doesn't stop Rhonda from stepping out of the elevator to go see what happened. She tells Chip not to let the jack-o'-lanterns go out because they'll protect him, then heads out and finds herself staring at a school bus half sunken in the lake. This creepy image that corroborates Macy's tale only gets worse when a hand reaches out to grab her leg. Creatures emerge from the water, and Rhonda runs back to the elevator where she finds Chip on the ground getting his guts good and nommed on. After she balances it up, her blind ass gets cornered by the creatures all wet and bechained, and Rhonda falls backwards off the ledge into some water, getting knocked out as the creatures lean over her and stare. there. When she comes to, she learns that the creatures were just the other kids, and that Chip wasn't even
Something
dead.
bad's
Those are
actually
probably
gonna
just
happen.
nasty cold hot dogs around his neck. Schrader finally learns what empathy is and says that it's about time these ramblers get rambling, so they should pack it up.
Is something bad
Over by
gonna
the bus,
happen?
Macy kicks the last lit jack-o'-lantern nearby into the water, which immediately proves to be a mistake when they
Why?
start hearing spooky noises.
Like,
Sure enough, looks like we got some zombie kids on our hands.
Are they
Giggle as
actually,
they
though?
shamble towards the four
I don't know what to
men.
believe
During the
anymore.
retreat, the chains on Sarah's costume get hung up, and she's dragged away by the zombie bus kids.
Go-
Who temporarily stop their pursuit to get their murder on. The other kids reach the elevator where Rhonda has locked herself inside, safe with the final lit jack-o'-lantern. She goes to let them in, then is all psych and hits the button to go up by herself, waving
Why?
bye-bye to them as she ascends. The kids
Grab
are cornered by
onto
the zombies
the-
and killed off screen. Their screams and
There's
some nasty, wet
zombies?
tearing
Is that due
noises
to-
filling the rock
was that one
quarry,
due to
and Rhonda walks
vampire?
away from it all completely stone-faced. Sam shows up but is happy to leave Rhonda alone, for she is true and has the Halloween spirit within her.
Definitely
Meanwhile, Laura's
does.
been walking around looking for a date but having no luck, which is pretty hard to believe since she's friggin' sucky. Danielle calls her saying she has a backup date for Lori, but he's a little too baby oopsie daisy for her. While she's on the phone, Lori notices the masked killer from earlier staring at her, and later when she's
Oh,
walking to
no.
the bonfire party by herself,
Is
he
it
pops up out of
symbolism
nowhere
for
and
being
attacks
Little
her,
Red
slamming
Riding
her up
Hood?
against a tree and biting into her neck like a frickin' vampire. Danielle and the others at the party, worried about Lori's whereabouts,
Are
scream in
you-
horror when a body in Lori's costume falls from the tree. When they check it out and lift the hood,
It's
they
not
find that
actually her?
it's the masked killer, who's now
What?
gasping for breath and begging them for help. Lori shows up to the party looking much more like a little pirate wench, and she tells the rest of the ladies, "Arr, that dude bit me." Maria goes over to him and takes out his fake fangs. "You're not a real
Wait,
vampire at
huh?
all. You were never a real vampire.
But didn't
In
he
fact,
not
you're just
kill
a high
the
school
dude?
principal, Stephen freaking Wilkins.
Really?
Man, you've had a busy night." Steve does have a good question though.
Who are you
So
people?
is he the only
And he
one?
discovers for himself. Let's see, we got a pirate, another body lying there. That's cool, I guess. Oh, that's
So was that
that's
a
one of the
trap?
news van dudes. And oh shit, it's a wide shot, and there are a lot of bodies here. I actually paused this and went through it a ton
And counted.
in slow
Oh, there's the hot
motion,
dog
and all in all, I
costume.
think there are 9 bodies here, including the
Wasn't
two
that one of
van
the
guys,
teachers?
the cashier, the big baby man, and 5 others. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. This number makes sense to me though, since there are also 9 girls other than Lori at this banger, and after all, they all need a date. And Lori's date is Stephen Wilkins, who ain't going nowhere.
And that was
down
their
on a
whole
broken
plan.
leg. She climbs atop him and gives him fair warning.
It's my first time, so just bear with me.
Then, to a sexy montage scored by a Marilyn Manson cover of Sweet Dreams Are Made of These, the ladies at the party strip
okay,
down
sure.
and transform. Lori
What do you
straight
mean
up unzips her
transform?
back, and she and the others start tearing off their own skin.
What
with
the fu-
delightfully nasty shots.
what
They're
the fu- are
becoming
they- what-
shagadelic werewolves, baby. Do
They're
they make you horny,
werewolves?
Steven? No, just terrified? That's cool. You'll make a tasty snack either way. As Lori feasts on Steven, Danielle howls at
So
the
what was
moving
his
victims.
motive for killing
Lori's
the
finally lost her
people?
rare virginity. Sam sits there and watches it all.
Put that in
Makes
front of a
me
kid.
little worried about his development. This is not for young eyes, mister. If, you even have eyes. We do another time jump to earlier in the night when that one trio of trick-or-treaters
Oh, now we're going
from the
back?
opening visit a house only to get scared off by glowing eyes and growls emerging from the dark.
But those are the
Get
same
outta here,
kids
you
from
bunch of
before.
clowns. Turns
Again.
out it's just Mr. Kreeg and his pup, and he hates Halloween.
Aw,
Kreeg hates
doggo.
everything about this holiday, up to and
Ow.
including the candy. Looks like his Halloween traditions involve his good buddy Jim Beam and everyone's favorite pastime of burning photographs in the fireplace. While he's busy scrooging it up at all the Halloween specials on TV, a prankster eggs his window, sending Kreeg to the closet to fish out a friggin' baseball bat.
That's
He
a
heads out back
little
to go all Negan on some
escalating.
prankster ass, but instead just overhears Wilkins, and we get that earlier scene from a slightly different perspective. He goes back
but who
inside
threw the
before
egg?
more noises send him storming out the front door, where he finds his front yard has been covered with jack-o'-lanterns by some decorative pagan. He'll have none of that, thank you
That
very
was really
much,
fast.
So he takes his shotgun
A
and
double
heads upstairs
barrel?
to investigate more noises. In his bedroom, a pumpkin lights up and reveals a remodeling job done by Kevin Spacey's character in Seven. Bought that wallpaper at Serial Killers R Us. While Kreeg is admiring the redesign,
what's behind
he gets
him?
stabbed in the leg. And out from under the bed comes Sam, the cute little
Really?
kid with the bag
Sam
over
did
his
it?
head in adorable orange footy pajamas. Looks like he's packing a candy bar full of razor blade just for Kreeg. Trick or treat, motherfucker! Kreeg runs away and falls down the stairs onto a whole bunch of candy and loose razor
What?
blades. So when he tries to get back up, all he manages to do is cut up his hands real bad. As he fiddles with the locks on his door, trying to escape, Sam
that's
crawls across
brutal.
the ceiling until he's right over
Also, this
Kreeg
is
and then drops down
2007?
on a fun little grapple sesh. During the fight, Kreeg pulls off Sam's bag mask to reveal a skeleton face on a pumpkin head. You know what?
What?
Still kinda cute. He's even cute as he bites into Kreeg's leg for a tasty snack until Kreeg recovers his shotgun and shoots
double barrel.
Sam point blank. Which
But
sends
Sam's
him across
fine
the
later
room against
on.
the door. When Kreeg goes buck wild with a couple extra shots, he reveals pumpkin-y innards. Make yourself a
Oh,
little Sam pie.
but he's
Sam
gonna be
recovers and
fine.
remasks himself, and out of his trick-or-treating sack grabs a bright orange pumpkin lolly that he bites into a weapon. He raises
then,
the candy up
yep.
high to bring it down on Kreeg, but we get another fake-out stab when he just pierces a candy bar instead. What, that's all you want?
Why?
Oh, Sam, you're not you when you're hungry. His sweet tooth satiated, Sam leaves, closing the door behind him
What?
with some Halloween magic. A close-up on around those burning pictures reveals that the reason Kreeg hates this damn holiday
Was
so
he the
much
bus
is
driver?
because he was the bus driver from the rock quarry story. Later on, Kreeg gets a visit from
That's a
three
good
little
little
pigs,
tie-in.
and damaged as he may be, he complies with the sacred laws of Halloween.
So
and
he
gives them all
learned.
some candy. With the spirit of Halloween restored, the movie wraps up its disparate storylines, showing an orphaned but cheerful Billy Wilkins dressed up like his dad and handing out candy, the last quarry jack-o'-lantern being pulled in a wagon by Rhonda, and the weregals heading home in a mood of elation. Sam watches over it all, keeping an eye on Kreeg until something else.
I think it's supposed to be fine.
Grouchy fucking robot lady blows out her jack.
And then that's where
you know
we
what to do, Sam. Go and
go.
enforce those
That's where we
Halloween
start.
laws. Just when you think it's all over, Kreeg gets one final knock at the door.
By
Looks
who?
like it's those meddling kids from the school bus. Ready
Back
or
for
not,
revenge.
Here they kill. Final kill of the movie is done in quick flashes of a graphic novel death as Mr. Kreeg gets his comeuppance from the kids he killed.
That's
so
fair,
long
but he
ago.
learned his
And thus ends
lesson.
our
Like, he enjoyed Halloween
tale. Lessons
for
were learned and
30
kills
minutes.
were counted. How many kills? Let's find out and get
A good amount of kills. Oh, okay. Well, the numbers.
27 people were killed.
My favorite number.
Maybe. Real hard to tell around that bonfire. Of the 27 I counted, only 4 were female, 16 were male, and the 7 kids besides Dracula were unverified either way. Regardless, pretty imbalanced distribution.
Very.
At a lean runtime of 82 minutes, we wound up with a kill
is
on average
short
of
movie.
2.04 minutes. A new kill count record. Happy
For the
Halloween.
ratio or the
I'll give
number?
the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to Charlie. So many of the other kills were off screen, but here
And
we
this
have the
one
bad Santa
was
kid
kinda
puking up
surprising.
gallons of blood chocolate. Plus, we see his severed head a little later, cementing his fate as the most graphic of the film. Dol Machete Farina's
it's
kill
gonna
will go to
be-
Macy, Chip, and Schrader, who are killed off screen with nothing but some sound effects to show for it. And that's it. Trick or Treat is the perfect film
So,
for Halloween.
what happens
It's
on
short,
November
light, and
1st?
fun, which is everything a Halloween movie should be, in my opinion. Next month is Alien. I'll be covering the original Alien quadrilogy each Friday in November. Until then,
Except there was like a break after the third one, which I know nothing about the Alien movies, so it's gonna be my first time watching anything related
I'm
to
gonna
them.
try to get a video out showing the Halloween party that we had where I was Pennywise. Halloween is probably my favorite holiday, and we spend 2
Dude,
months
Halloween's the
celebrating
best.
it starting in September. That being said, I'm kind of happy it's getting back to normal next month because this has been an insane month.
I
But
consider
wouldn't trade it for anything. It's
October
been
the
a
month of
blast.
Halloween. Well, okay. Well, now we gotta go a little bit down. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I hit the 412 videos, like when I'm doing the 400th video in this playlist, which I plan on doing because kill count is staying on channel for a very long time unless something bad happens or, you know, something surprising that I wasn't expecting happens. So that's going to be weird. This is a good movie, though. 2007. It didn't look like it was from 2007. Honestly, maybe it reminded me a little bit of the Scream movies. How it's kind of like funny in a way, almost. I don't know. But the next one's going to be Alien, and Alien's going to do both of those because it's not like a single one. And then we're going to do Alien 3 and then Alien Resurrection, and then probably go back to Thanksgiving. That's an interesting name for a holiday. But this was a Trick or Treat. I guess that's a spirit of Halloween or something. This is a typical Ohio Halloween, I'm guessing. I've never actually been to Ohio, but I know a lot of people from Ohio. This is an interesting movie. I look forward to reading your comments, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. I hope you're subscribed to some of my future videos, but until the next one, take care, and cue the music.
We were playing